And now, very honored to have our next guest, Tito Ortiz. We saw him last Friday on Bellator, destroying Chael Sonnen. Chael. Tito, welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Mike. Thank you, man. I can't believe you just called me Chael, but...
I know. What an asshole. So, listen, obviously, I watched the fight last week, and great performance. You did well. You absolutely smoked him. It was over in, I'm not sure, what was the time, like a minute or something? But there's all this controversy, and I thought, well, we've got to get you on the show and hear it from the man himself. So here was my take. I said to everybody, I said, I know for a fact the fight wasn't a fix. I said, because Tito trains in the same gym where I train, and he was killing himself for around 10, 12 weeks. If it was a fix, he wouldn't be in there killing himself every single day. How frustrating is this for you, Tito?
Well, I guess you got to take it to heart if it was true. I don't take it hard at all because I know it's not true. I just support all the fans who have supported me, all the people who, as yourself, Rafael Davis, Scott Card, Jason Perillo, who's pushed me as far as I possibly can to get a win. And it was a hard one, man. I pushed myself for 14 weeks really, really, really hard. And I cut the weight. I cut from 225 down to 204.8. This is my job. This is what I do for a living. And I want to make my last fight to be dominating. And I dominated Chael. And, I mean, if there's any doubters in there and they got any question of it, come down to Ruka. Come down to the gym and let me get you in a choke like that. Let me see if you can fight out of it. Let me see if they think it's fake. It's just, I guess all the people that kind of thought that was a fixed fight, those are the ones who voted for Hillary Clinton, or they're the ones that don't like Donald Trump.
So, I mean, you said that was your last fight, and you did dominate Chael. It was over so fast, and it was an incredible performance. And well done to you and your whole team. But I've got to say, surely it's going to be a bit tempting to have one more, or do you not feel like that? Are you done now for good?
Yes, I'm done for good now. I'm looking at possibly getting another fucking neck surgery, man. This is I'm hoping not, but it's just I got numbness going down my left arm. Chael tight. I was able to fight out of it. The guillotine, same thing, was super tight, but I was able to fight out of it. I wasn't going to tap. Either I was going to rip my head off, or I have to stop and rip my head off. But I'm sick of getting surgeries, man. This possibly would be my 9th surgery I've had. I go tomorrow to Las Vegas to get my CT scan. I hope I don't have to have neck surgery, but that's what it looks like as far as the way I feel. I mean, I have numbness going down my arms. Stiffness in my neck, but I don't know. I'm hoping not.
Yeah, no, I hear you, because I'm actually going under the knife tomorrow. I got to get knee surgery. Our co-host, Luis J. Gomez, is a huge fan. Luis,
what's going on, Tito? Very happy to talk to you, buddy. Obviously, UFC legend. The fight with Chael, man, super impressed with that. Leading into the fight, though, a lot of shit talking. You guys are both amazing at doing what you both do. Was he getting into your head? Were you getting emotional with some of the stuff that he was saying, or did you just kind of take it for what it was as the show?
Oh, no, I get emotional. I love emotions. I feed off of emotions. He did exactly what I wanted to do. He fed me the way I wanted to be fed. I fight like a lion. When people talk smack about me, I love to prove them wrong. I love to shut them up. And that's been my whole career. Everybody that's ever talked smack about me, I've ended up beating them. So Chael played into my game. I'm that type of fighter. You've heard a lot of other people saying, well, he's focus and so forth. And no, it motivates me. It keeps me more focused, because I know how bad I want to hurt this guy. Every one of my punches, every one of my kicks, every one of my chokes or submissions, takedowns, I do it 100% with no doubt anything that I do. So you're still a fighter.
Now, just talk to me a little bit about the experience with Bellator, because you're one of the pioneers of the sport, helped build the UFC. Moving over to Bellator, in a strange way, it almost feels like you were helping to build their brand, as you kind of rode off into the sunset and retired. How do you feel about what they're doing over there, and what do you think that they're doing right versus kind of what the UFC had done in the past?
Well, I think with Bellator, it's more of a family atmosphere. Everyone there, they're very close. It's not a corporation, as you see as UFC. We got the opportunity to use our sponsorships to make extra money. we pretty much got free reign just as long as it's okay with them. And Scott Coker's an awesome guy. You know, he keeps his word in everything he does. And it's just nice to be respected. Us fighters are not commodities to the company. We got to go out and we got to put our name out on the line. We got to put our fighting styles out there. But at the end of the day, we're not commodities. You know, they respect us. And how I was respected after my fight, I'm very, very thankful. And I think that's the way it should have been in 2012 when I left UFC. But it wasn't, and everything happens for a reason, and I was able to do it the right way on January 21st, 2017.
And what about with Mike Goldberg? You know, he just left. He's kind of come out and been like, yeah, they didn't really give him the send off that they should have done. With the changing of the guards over there and it becoming, you know, a very, very corporate entity. Are you seeing anything that they're doing? Do you think they're moving more in the right direction, or do you think they're moving away from what they should be doing for the fighters?
I haven't been really paying attention to what they're doing over there. I've just been paying attention to what Bellator's been doing, and it just seems like they're just succeeding in hopping through goals over and over and over again, getting worldwide. And the way they're treating fighters, that's what I just paying attention. I don't know what UFC are doing. I don't know how they're treating fighters. I don't know anything about that at all. I just know how Bellator is doing, and I've been very, very happy over the last 3 years with them.
So, Tito, you've been around forever. You've done it all. You were the long-time UFC champion, the face of the company, star in Bellator. Now you're retiring. What's next? What happens with Tito Ortiz from here on now?
It's just right now. I'm kind of just indulging in the win still. I'm kind of just taking my kids wrestling practice and just doing things like that. Take care of some personal stuff. I don't know. I see you're doing these movies, man. You're killing it, man. Congratulations
I'm trying.
your career so far.
Thank you.
Man, I'm really, really proud of you, man. Seeing you from The Ultimate Fighter season 3 to now, Michael, the hard work is paying off, right?
Yeah. No, thank you, Tito. No, I appreciate it. And I always say on that show, season 3, we got so lucky being on your team because we all know Ken Shamrock's team sucked big time. We were so lucky because Shamrock's team were like, they'd sit around watching videos of Ken Shamrock, his old fights, and Tito would be kicking our asses in the gym. So, no, thank you, Tito. I appreciate that, bud.
Yeah, and I mean, what do I do next? I mean, do I do films? Do I do TV shows? I want to do something behind the camera. I want to still do something MMA. I got my management company, Primetime 360. You know, my manage people like Chris Cyborg and some of the younger fighters that are up and comers. So, I mean, I'm going to still dabble in with mixed martial arts, but I think behind the camera is something that I want to continue on and dive full force in, give it 100% as I did with my fight career.
So just real fast, you just touched on Cyborg. If you don't mind us asking, Tito, and if it's a little complicated, then feel free to not answer. But what's the latest with Cyborg? What's going on there?
Well, she's been out of town. She's been in Brazil visiting her family. I know our attorneys are working really hard to kind of finalize everything else. So I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and talk with my partner, George Frazier, about it yet, just because I've and take care of stuff here at home, but I can let you guys know as soon as I find something out.
Okay, no, fair enough. Thank you.
Now, Tito, you know, you've been very supportive of President Donald Trump, and probably one of the very few people in the public eye that have kind of come out and been in support of him. Obviously, your history going back to the Apprentice. Have you lost fans? I mean, I tweet jokes out, right? And I'll make fun of whoever. I'll make fun of Obama. I'll make fun of Hillary, Trump, whatever the flavor of the day is, whatever's funny to me. And I have people that just, I mean, they go crazy. You know, they people that pick a political side, they get so impassioned, especially in the political seasons. How have you navigated not losing fans, especially you have a, you know, Hispanic background, a Mexican American background? How have you kind of navigated that field? Because you have been very vocal.
You know, it's difficult, but I'm going to say what I say. I mean, my political views, hopefully don't matter to my fans. You know, we all got our own opinion. We got the right for, you know, freedom of speech to say what we want. And as I met Mr. Trump, as I worked for Mr. Trump, I believe in the man to make this country great again. I mean, I've seen what he's done with his own companies, and he has bounced back. He's went back and forth from being broke, bankrupt, to becoming a billionaire. And he understands that having the right group around him. I just think the cabinet around him, he understands by putting it all together and making it work for America. And that's what I just believe in. A person who's honest is going to put his name on the line no matter what. He says he wants to be the greatest president to ever be in the White House. And I think he has an opportunity to do that, so I don't think he'll fail.
And I mean, what about, you know, because I'm Hispanic as well. I'm Puerto Rican, and you know, I don't really choose sides politically, but it has been something that I've had to deal with. You know, people are like, oh, well, you know, this guy's racist. How do you feel about that when people claim that Donald Trump is racist?
Well, you know, I think those people are racist. They think it's racist. Why would Donald Trump hire Tito Ortiz to be in The Apprentice if he was racist? Why would he hire other ethnicities to do the Celebrity Apprentice if he was racist? He is not racist. The guy is far from racist, because he said something about Mexicans of they don't send their right people over here. He's talking strictly about criminals and so forth. If the Mexicans take it to heart that they're talking about them, are they criminals? Are they rapists? Are they those people? Because if they are, that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about the rest of us Mexicans who do support him.
Yeah. And look, it's a very tough thing to do. Look, I'm very happy. You know, obviously you're still going to stay in the sport, still going to stay behind the scenes. What would be some advice that you would give out to some young fighters? And we do this all the time. Mike gives advice to guys that come on the show, the young guys. What's some advice that you would give to somebody that's starting a professional career in mixed martial arts today? Now that you're retired and you can kind of look back at your career, what would be the most valuable key advice you can give to somebody?
Make sure that they wrestle. They need to wrestle. They need to wrestle in Division I. Find some Division I wrestlers. Of course, do jiu-jitsu. Of course, do Muay Thai kickboxing. Of course, weight, strength, and conditioning is really, really important. But treat your body as a temple. Feed your body the way it's supposed to be as a champion. You can't go out and party and then go train, go out and party and go train. Stuff like that doesn't happen. You got to treat this as a professional sport. And treat yourself as a professional always. You know, interviews, everything you do. Even when you go out to a bar, you know, you can't go out and start fights. Guys think all of a sudden they're an MMA fighter and they kick everybody's butt inside the bar. You can't be doing stuff like that. You got to be professionals as much as always, and as much as possible. I know, just work as hard as possible. Do consistency, repetition, and dedication is what makes champions.
It really is, and that's about it. I mean, that's about the best advice you can give. Hard work, dedication. There is no shortcuts. People think there's shortcuts, but there really isn't. But Tito, thanks so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. I know we just called you last minute, so thanks for making time for us. Congrats again on the fight last week, and all the best in retirement. No doubt I'll be seeing you in the gym sometime soon. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. You're very welcome, Michael. Thank you so much, man. Keep up the hard work, champ. Of course,
you got it.
You guys can follow me at Tito Ortiz 1999 on Instagram. I go live on there all the time. So you want questions? Want to ask what you want from me? Check it out.
Very cool. Classy,
right on,
as always. Huge fan of Tito Ortiz. Yeah, man. So cool, man. What a great end of the story.
Yeah, I mean, Tito's been around forever. I mean, end of the story. I mean, that's perfect, right? I mean, that is the way to do it. You want to go out in a quick, I don't know what it was, like a minute, 90-second victory over a guy like Chael Sonnen. Yeah, I mean, that is the perfect ending. I never thought about the injuries. I thought he might come back and do one more because, as I said, it wasn't really a fight. He just totally dominated it.
Yeah.
But if he's got to get neck surgery again, yeah, then of course, then that does change things.
Yeah, and you know what? Good for him, man. Good for him doing it the way that he wanted to do it. All right, so yeah, let's take a break. We got the final countdown when we come back, and that's that. Great show so far, Mike.
Yeah.